Hi everybody and welcome back to Hex Token. Man, have I got another good video for you because so much happened today and we're going to check it all out. Let's go and hang in for the ride because it's going to be fun. Hex.com, let's go. And of course, here we are on a day 720. Came in a little bit later today on this timestamp, but it's here now. 21st of November, can you believe it? Almost December. And here we are at 19.2 cents was a snapshot. We've had a bit of up and downs here, over 20 cents, under 20 cents. So really battleground around that 20-cent mark there. We did have a little spike down. We're going to check that out later. So the price changed negative 8.8%. And we are down, the return on investment multiplier is down to 3,411 from the 5th of January 2020. Let's get into this here. This is the big news of the day. OMG, 24.36 on the Tshare Payout. That is a ginormous, the biggest ever. Amazing 24.36 hex per Tshare. That is including, you probably typically get about 5.75 on the interest, and the rest of it, folks, is penalties. And there's a lot of drama around that apparently, so we will talk about that a bit later. Tshare at the moment 3,764, so definitely cheaper to get up those Tshares. As I say, when you see a different price, you got a good price, you should look at it with some collective abilities. Tshare rate 19,546, up 24, another good day as it heads towards 20,000 hex per Tshare. All right, the average stake length 5.84 years, so just down slightly from the last couple of days. The annual percentage yield rate, interest and early end stake penalties are 155.9%. That's right, slap yourself, folks. That is amazing. Don't fall off your chair. If you have, get back up. But that is a pretty amazing, 155.95%. Amazing. Oh my goodness, that's so good. All right, so liquidity pool, 159 million in the pool. Obviously, that's the highest that we've had in the last 10 days, with the price going down a bit, and of course, possibly more LP in there as well. Liquidity pool, 27,000 US dollars. Sorry, 27 million US dollars, I should say. Liquidity pool, 101,047 ETH in the pool, and a total value locked 11.96 billion. Market cap 110 billion. Tshare market cap 40.97 billion, and Tshare's amount, wow, and this is to do with all the unstaking that's caused us penalties. 10,885,000 Tshares remaining, down 43,315. And total supply 636.4 billion and 119 million minted. Wow. Also related to no doubt a lot of the unstaking as well. Circulating supply 574.3 billion, up 256 million, quarter of a billion tokens extra into the circulating supply. So we've got to take all that into account in terms of price pressure, and obviously it can just sit in the wallet. It can be restate, we'll see. Total supply of hex 62.1 billion, and that's down 136 million, and we're going to get into the drama around that at the moment in the short space of time. The staked amount of percentage of coins 9.76%, so down obviously the unstaking. Payout hex 265 million hex are paid to stakers. Beautiful. And penalties 1.2 million there. So I think this has got the penalties in it. I'm not sure why that's showing in that column. It should be normally around about the 63.5, and a penalty should be in there. So I'm not sure what's happened there. Total holders 385,000. 320 up to 325. Stakers up at 78 to 71,042, and total stakers 118, increase up to 88,365. Finally, current holders 269,000, 275 up 191. Nice. So we're going to get into the big drama with the huge penalties, and of course all that details shortly. So hold on, folks, because I know you're going to get more exciting. All right, let's jump over here. This is our current price, of course, 19.3 cents, and the Tshare is now 3,780. And remember, the timestamp was only about 10 minutes ago. So Here's our chart. The Tshare rate is just pulled back there a bit. So really, every time that it gets these little dips around this 3,500 mark, always a good time to pick up some Tshares. And here's the price there, just on another little dip there. We're waiting for it to really find its bottom. Still got a higher low at the moment, of course. So we'll see where that goes. Now the bearish scenario was, of course, a double bottom. So that would be 14.5 cents. So we'll see if that plays out, or whether we just get a higher low and then off to the races after that. Share price is up, and that's it's pretty much up and to the right. So it's going to get more expensive to get T-shares, and certainly by the end of this year, when all these states come out, it's going to be way bigger. Here is our 15-year staking profile. You can see that that's just looks pretty normal. We've obviously got a lot up the front end here, and we're going to watch that very carefully. Our payouts to date, look at this. This is the history of the payouts. This is the highlights. So we had a pretty good payout back here on the 16th of February 2020. We got 6 penalty fee there. And then, of course, we had this epic day here on the 11th of October 2020 of a 12.89. We've had a couple of good days recently. We had 20th July 2021, 9.49. And we up here, we had 10 on the 20th September. But today, folks, is history. Look at that, 24.36. Look at that. Oh, amazing. So congratulations to stakers. I keep saying stakers that yes, stake it and relax, because you're going to beat out traders. You're going to get these beautiful penalties. One of the wonderful things in the Hex system. So let's quickly have a check on Whalebot. We're going to jump past the stakes coming out for the next 4 months. I normally cover that, but we've covered that pretty full. That's going to be happening regardless, so we'll follow it up tomorrow. 1.6 million sold about 24 hours ago, 333,000. 2 million sold 23 hours ago, 406. Is that the same address? No, different addresses. And we had a 10 million Hex mature after 647 days. Nice. So we'll see. Let's see whether they restake that 10 million. 2 million just staked for 4,192 days. Got 1,540 T-shares. Nice. That's what Hex is designed for. That person's going to pick up a ton of Hex through doing that. Now, this is where the drama came in. The drama came in from a particular account, OXAE9, and it's caused high drama here. 14,300,000 got nuked, and it paid a penalty of 28 million. Sorry, got payout of 29 million, got a penalty of 43 million, and that ended 675 days after 364.5. So it was done for about 10 years, but it only served about under 2 years there. Now it looks like the talk of the town is that it was a number 6 shark, a number 6 shark, and there's about 99 sharks on stake wrap, and apparently this is number 6. Apparently they may have been hacked, and that was in one of the Telegram groups, and that they may have given over their seed phrases to a scam about security, Hex security. So do not give your seed phrases away, folks, really, and do be careful which sites you hook into with your MetaMask wallet and other wallets that you might use. So just be careful out there, folks, if that is true. It does appear that way. So anyway, Hex Whale talking about the payout, which obviously was higher. There's another one there, nuked again, 10 years, and then we had a 3 million stake for a year. Nice, 1,000 T-shares, nice. Then we had another one mature after 262 days. Nice, that was 12 hours ago, 19 million. Then we had 2.8 million stake for 502 days, almost 1,000 T-shares. Nice. And then another one there, stake 2.8 million for another 1,100 T-shares. Good to see a lot of staking, all right. And that was it from the Whalebot. So pretty cool. Now let's just jump in and check out this account. This account, this is the penalty that we've got. This is the total penalties for the day. Huge record, 407 million in penalties. Amazing, amazing, amazing. And wow, and that's just amazing. It's just mind-blowing, really. So pretty huge. You can actually go back, scroll back, and you can start to see them here. You can start to see this is the count, and you can see 3.3 million, 3 million, and you can just go to the next page, page 150, and you can see all the rest up here: 2.6 million, 2.7, 3 million, 2.4, 2.3. Lots of these numbers, all the same account. You can see that OX97 It just goes on and on and on, but then it gets up to the big ones. Here is the big ones, the 28.9 and the 206 million in penalties. This is the big one here as well. I think this was based on 100 million stake originally, 666 days served over a 10-year period, similar to this one. Now, apparently it has been hacked. And here, let's look at the individual address. You can see that they've apparently still, I haven't refreshed this recently, but they still seem to have a lot of stakes left there. And they've still got something like, what's that, 41,001 or 41 T-shares left. So let's hopefully that they keep them. But of course, if the address has actually been compromised, then that's a terrible thing for the person if that is the case. So pretty incredible stuff day here. You can see the stakes coming out here, massive penalties, 100 million that was staked, and then the big penalties of stuff like that happening. So pretty high drama on the road. So the system does penalize the stakes, and that goes to stakers. So there's some benefit from that, but a lot of it looks. I looked at some of the. I looked at the chief address. A lot of the stuff has been sold and moved out to other addresses, and that by itself isn't particularly good. Even though the penalties does absorb a lot of the shock, if it has been hacked to those addresses, not just transferred by the owner, then that stuff could potentially be sold into the market. So we'll have to just watch that over the next coming weeks or days. So just be aware of that. All right. So, but the penalties staked, and you got all these beautiful penalties. That's probably the upside. Richard even commentated on it. Said absolutely massive payout to stakers today, and of course that was the early value all-time high. I think from what it looks like, a giant whale has being hacked and nuking billions of hex stakes to zero. So that's what he thought happened, and definitely sourced a post from a Telegram that it was a whale that seemed to give a seed phrase out, which just seems bizarre, right? Because normally people who got that much bags are well familiar with protecting their seed phrases. Now he said 38.8, but it didn't end up being there. 24 was the number. So that's pretty much that on there. Let's quickly go to PulseChain just to wrap up our daily update, because PulseChain, this link here is not working for me. So I have a feeling that it is that this is being pulled down, and PulseChain 2.0, Testnet 2.0 is putting up, and that seems to be the case. So that would put PulseChain Testnet coming into play right now. Looks like it was likely this week, and that looks good. Now, just with this PulseChain mainnet call by Richard, when push to shove, which was saying like 1.5 months to 6 weeks, so that kind of pushes, if that's the case, that pushes it into mid-January. So and even though the time zone is in my time zone I've been talking about a lot of time, you have to adapt to the information. So if that is the case, so then 1.5, 6 weeks, then that's, well, that's probably, no, actually, to be honest, that's still early New Year's 2022. So just slightly, just basically 2-week difference. So we'll see how it goes. Well, hopefully everything will be up and running with that. So remember, they need the Uniswap that needs to happen. The PulseChain, the front ends on Hex and PulseChain.com need to be all up. That's the minimum viable product. And then in addition to that, a bridge and a fork of SushiSwap are the 2 optional ones. But definitely out of that, I definitely would want to see a bridge in play for the MVP or minimum viable launch. So that's the case here. So I think we're looking still in this period of time, but probably definitely in the middle there somewhere is more likely. So possibly a New Year's party for PulseChain launch. We'll just watch that very carefully. I don't think on the skin that we will necessarily, don't think the probability of us getting a date for the PulseChain launch is going to be in play on the birthday. I think that's less likely now, and so we'll watch out for that. All right, hope you guys enjoyed that. Feel free to subscribe, like, and share. Hit the bell, of course. Leave any comments if you get any updates around about the PulseChain, the whale sell and penalties. Leave a comment in the video description, especially if you're in Telegram groups. That'd be really cool. All right, subscribe, like, share, hit the bell, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye for now.